Hey Tim, I'm Richard.
How you doing?
I make YouTube videos.
All right.
Is this your Rambler?
Yes, sir.
I got a 64 Rambler.
Right. I got a 65 at home also. This is 67 here, but the
Yeah.
other one I got is a 65.
You mind being on YouTube?
Not at all. It'd be good.
You want to tell me about your car?
Yeah, it's a 67 Rambler American. I race it with Southeast Gassers. And we run C gas, which is 10 pounds per cubic inch.
Yeah.
And we won the world championship this year.
Did you?
Won 7 out of 9 races.
World championship.
Yeah.
10 pounds per cubic inch.
Yeah, so we did pretty well with it.
Yeah.
Old car, hooks up good most every track we go to and runs good.
Yeah.
Me and my dad and my brother built the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ourselves, motor, transmission rings, everything we
That's
do ourselves.
great. What made you choose a Rambler?
Well, there was a lot of Novas out there.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
a Chevy guy, and there was a whole bunch of Nova gassers. And I wanted something different.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a little different than that, and the Nova's a similar size car.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rambler's a similar size car as a Nova.
Yeah.
And they're actually a lot cheaper to buy too. You can find
a lot cheaper.
A two-door post
Yeah.
Rambler body is a lot cheaper than a Nova body. So all of that played in, more affordable and wanted something a little different.
Yeah.
It's made a real good car.
You want to show me the car?
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's a small block Chevy. You can't afford to build an AMC motor.
Hey, nothing wrong with the small block.
Parts would be very expensive for a Rambler AMC motor. But that's two Holly carburetors I built for it.
Oh, look at that.
You know what Trish said about his car? He don't have any tread on his rear tires.
Did she say that? That's my wife, Trish, right there. And this is Bill right here.
Yeah, it's
you got no tread on his tires.
We built everything ourselves.
Uh-huh.
We can't afford to go pay Gene Fulton to build a motor for us.
Yeah.
You've done a beautiful job with the car.
It's got a G-force transmission, non-funny clutch, and just a 4.9-inch, home-built 4.9-inch rear end.
Show me the inside.
Yes, sir. It's not much to it. It's just got red aluminum on the door panels, and the shag carpet was the dash has some cracks in it, and you can't buy one for a Rambler, so.
Right.
We thought the shag carpet would be kind of period correct for what we're trying to do, racing, late 60s era.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
And the paint was done by Barry Whitworth, this guy right here on the side, and he done all of these, he calls them freak drops. For something they did back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
Kind of psychedelic stuff, and he did all the, that green right there is candy, but that black stuff is actually acetylene torch smoke.
Is it?
Put that in there and then clear it over it.
Wow.
It's got lace in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's very slight.
Yeah.
But there's some lace in that part.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want it to be real. He didn't want it to stand out, be
Yeah.
real awful, to just be kind of subtle.
Yeah.
And then he's got some ghost stripes in there, I guess. A certain way you look at it, you can't see the stripes. But when you get the right angle, you can see the stripes.
I love this.
Yeah, that was something I tried to come up with. A buddy of mine's, one of my best friends is a preacher, and I asked him, I said, well, do you think it'd be wrong to kind of change the wording a little bit? I don't want to do anything that would be blasphemous or whatever. And he said, no, I think it's very appropriate, because what you racing, that speaks to the racer.
I wanted to figure out a way to kind of witness with my car, so I put on the back window, even this thou hast given me,
right.
and thinking that people would understand that.
But you could change that to, if you was a fisherman, you could say win the Bassmaster Classic or whatever, and you lose your soul.
Yeah.
If you was a golfer, you could say win the PGA Championship and lose your soul.
Yeah. Tell me your name again.
Tim Hall.
Tim Hall, you're a national champion.
They call it a world champion because we
World
had
champion. You're world champion.
One guy from Canada and one guy from Sweden racing with us, so that made it world.
Are you from here around Elberton?
Abbeville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yes. So we had a lot of fun doing it. It's a family thing. Me and my mom, my dad, my brother, and all of our families get together and go to the races and travel all over. We race in Ohio, and Mississippi, and Virginia, and Kentucky, and North Carolina, and South Carolina.
So your last name's Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Boy that built that black Studebaker right there, his name was Mike Hall. He's dead now. He's my buddy up in Maine. He knew how to build a car.
I'm not related to very many Halls. Most of my relatives on my mama's side.
Yeah.
The Halls wasn't very many from Westminster, where my Hall family was from.
Yeah.
So But so we probably wasn't related. But we have one thing in common: we know how to build cars.
Know how to build a car. That's right.
But,
He could do it all.
yeah, this thing it does. You know, we was in first, second, and third gear, and runs pretty quick for what it is. 309 cubic inches is what it is.
309.
Yeah. I'd say with the weight brakes the way they are,
Yeah.
with 10 pounds per cubic inch, you can't build much bigger engine or you'll make the car real heavy.
Right. So you
keep
must
it
have had
small.
started with like a 305 or
It's actually a 350 block.
350
It's
block.
got a D-stroke 283 crank.
D-stroke. Okay.
And
Okay.
so that's how we got there. And it does have a factory GM block and everything. And it don't have I'm building a new engine. It's got a dark block and all that. But this
Yeah.
one doesn't. And it's also the C-Gas world record holder too. I got the fastest time ever running C-Gas. So we're gonna try to lower that at the first race of next season with the new.
You're gonna beat your own record.
I'm gonna try to. I want to.
Yeah.
It's a goal for next year. And we'd like to, repeat as champion next year if possible. Nobody's ever
yeah.
won back to back
Yeah.
since the Southeast Gasser started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it.
I got some cards in my vest. I'm gonna go grab them. Give you a card that
All
way.
right.
If you send me an email, I'll send you this video on it so you get it up. Okay.
That'll work.
I'll be right
I'll
back.
share it all over our page and everything too.